Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. But today we have sort of a special episode. We're here in my first world. Yeah, my first ever world. This is, um, don't know how many like hours I put into this world, but I put a lot into this world. I did. Um, as you can see, 970 days. There we go. Just figure out how many hours that is. I'm not gonna do that. I'll do it later. Hey, Jim Jam. Um, but you no, please. One episode, please. Um, God, just this world, so many amazing memories. Um, I mean, you could tell there's a lot of destruction everywhere. We were crazy. That was Ultratabs' house. One of them. He had like seven. These frogs. Okay, well, we're not gonna check out my house first, of course. We'll check out the outside a little bit. My beacon took forever to do this. When I say it took forever, I mean it took forever. That was like 3 hours of work right there. This is. You'll see him in the chat a lot. Shoddy Boy. You had 20 without me during all those black slots. Yeah. This is Shoddy Boy's house. I actually built this house for him for a surprise because, well, he wasn't on a whole lot, and I wanted him to have a home that he could call home. I think I made that for him. Yeah, this is his room, all his dogs. Ow, very loud. And if you see signs everywhere, it's because I'm a sign bandit. I put signs everywhere. And then I also put signs everywhere for a scavenger hunt that I did. Where the winner got like a whole bunch of stuff. Why did he name his parrot Scar? Or whatever. He's got a laze. Yeah, this is all his. He built all this. I didn't. Why is bro in the corner? What did he do wrong? I'm not even gonna go over there. I don't. We tried to do something with the courthouse over there. The bridge is nice, but that's a courthouse. That is a tower to max height, and if you fall down it, you go all the way down to the bottom of whatever the bottom is. This is his pool. That was my villager house. Nothing much to it. This is Jim Jam's house, the only one that actually looks like a house. As you could tell, we weren't very smart when it came to building. This is Ultratabs' house. It was, yeah, it's Ultratabs' house. It's very basic. Why? Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, we had so many good times doing this, but good lord, we had a lot of bad times too. We would troll each other like crazy. The Jim Jam guy can build. Not really. I mean, it's kind of basic, really. Ow. Hey, you need to trim your bushes, man. This is his house, the inside. The thing is about his house, little attic right there. About Jim Jam's house is, these good little menaces when it came to other people. Me and Shoddy Boy were the problem. If we were both on, you already know something was gonna happen. And the reason I built this, or did you build this? I don't know. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute when we go look at my house. Let's just say people weren't able to do much when it came to building because or at least underground. You know, these abominations. I feel bad for Jim. That was so the house that we have in our world now. That's what that was gonna be. But you know, I just don't know what happened. I don't know. Just I don't know what happened there. Could have been anything. As you can tell, we did not care for the land. You know, we were actually one day like planning on getting on here, fixing everything, making it look nice, and we didn't. Floating trees. This was you blew it up. It wasn't my fault. Okay, it was Shoddy Boy's idea. This is Coral's house. Though to some people, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. It wasn't really. We did better in our current series. Oh yeah, far better. You know, his house is nice. Uh, the reason it's so torn up is because, well, like everything else, we weren't able to keep it up nice. I'm not going down there. Looks horrible. Glad it blew up. Oh god. And mainly, it's a little messed up because Ultratabs lit it on fire, and then I tried to build it back a little bit to at least keep the, you know, how well it looks. But you know, this is just a short episode of looking at everything. Well, not everything, because good lord, a lot of it is just ugly. I'm very disappointed that we weren't able to keep it looking nice. But is the sun going down? Oh man. Means I gotta go to bed. He shouldn't have been running his mouth. Oh god, bro. I guess while we still got a little bit of daylight, we'll check out the outside of my house. I built a fence around my house to keep everybody out, because, you know, they were crazy. This was my grave site for my 2 cats that teleported to me in the nether, or no, it was in a cave. I was in a cave getting the iron for that, and they jumped in lava, and yeah, that was them. Actually named after my cats in real life, or one of them. The other, this one is passed away, sadly. Speaking of the current series, when the next episode, whenever I feel like it, honestly. These were fish XP farms, and because I just wanted fish, my horse. Army of dogs. My sheep. I'm gonna build this in our world at some point. My little farm. Oh yeah, that was the nether portal I built. I wanted to give it a cool workout. Hold on, we'll look at the ground so y'all can't see anything. So that way. Oh, come on. But why? Okay. Now we'll. Okay. And now for my house. Now this is gonna take a while. From a first glance, you're like, oh wow, you know, it's a nice little house. Definitely a YouTube tutorial house. Yeah, we walk in. Got one of my cats. All this, and yes, I will go ahead and tell y'all, none of this is creative. This is entirely survival. Many hours of my life. As soon as I figured out how to make banners, I didn't even know I made that one. I just went straight to making banners. I love it. You got all this. I'll soon tell y'all. Well, I can tell y'all now. So, what I've always done for when I go to the end, and I beat the Ender Dragon, I always went, chests galore. I had chests everywhere. When it comes to Minecraft, I am a hoarder. I just get everything. Why is that there? I don't know. There's a lot of weird things around here. But, oh yeah, and there's the door. You see all my dogs. This was not the first dog that sat here. It was like 3 of them that died, and then he just got lucky. So, I always make an ender chest, and I put shulker boxes all in it, and then I fly around the end collecting everything. I put stuff in the shulker boxes into the ender chest, and then when I finally feel like I'm done, I die, and then I teleport here, and all my loot will be in the ender chest. There's my fox I was lucky enough to get. And now we get to the good stuff. So this is where everything gets crazy. That was the reason there is because there used to be an automatic door, but I sucked at building it. So it was nice. It opened like that, you know, it opened and everything, but I couldn't figure out like a secret way to have a button or anything like secret to do. And mainly because I had no room. Okay, there's my Olay. We all had Olays too. Um, as you can tell, I kept so much junk. Here is my enchantment room. Yes, these are lapis blocks. Look, chat, when it came to this world, I was rich. And you'll see why in a minute. I always loved this little furnace room I had. I've always loved it. It was always really nice. Alright, now we get to the good stuff. This is what I've been excited to show. You walk through here. This. Oh, hey, Becky. I admire your content. I would love to be a friend and fan. If you're cool with it, feel free to add me on Discord. Well, hey, Becky. How are you? It's nice to meet you. I don't know. We'll see. I might add you. I might not. We'll see. All these armor trims, all these crazy things. As you can tell, I love collecting stuff. I know who did this. Just so much stuff. Yes, it does go further down. All survival. Not once did I go into creative for this world. There used to be 2 different armor sets here, but I had to keep changing them because I kept putting a really good set here, a random set here. But if one of my sets broke, I'd come over here, steal this one, you know. So I just stopped. So I got another LA right here. He likes to just do that. I don't know. Dragon heads. I mean, it's a crazy looking room. Hey, there's a J for Junku. You know, it's crazy looking, but it works. And now we get to the good stuff. I know you're probably thinking that's not the good stuff. Yes, it's not. Oh God, all of these Leonardo turtle shell, all this stuff. Yeah, I had all the mob heads, except for Steve, because you can't get that one in survival. What are you doing? God, I hated finding these, okay? You got more mob heads. I actually got bored one day. I had nothing else to do. And then, well, as you can see, there's a hallway. I just collected more heads. I was a collector. Music disc. This isn't all of them. There's somewhere in a chest around here. I just got bored of, you know, keeping up with them. I collected everything you could collect in Minecraft up until the trial chambers. Yeah, everything before the trial chambers I collected. I either collected everything or like almost got everything. I don't know. We'll save that door for a minute. Give y'all another good look around here. Alright, and now we go to the Ender Dragon egg room. You got wither roses. Oh my. I used to have a pet endermite in there, but I don't know why. Ah! It kept going away. Yeah, as you can hear, here's my wall of. I don't think that's all of them. There's more up there, and then there's another chest that has some. Yeah, you're gonna be hearing that screaming a lot more, so be prepared. This is my axolotl room, and the reason that in Jim Jam's house there's see that can't dig down sign is because it's right here. I not knowing, I dug underneath Jim Jam's house and I built this so he can't. It wasn't on purpose, like some think. It wasn't. I promise. Look at them, all the axolotls, not a single blue one. I didn't even try to get the blue one in this world. You got my end crystal. I know, very dangerous to have, especially next to this room or that room could potentially blow everything up. But hey, I wanted it. This is my warden room. I loved going into the warden places, stealing. This, yeah, I know, it's crazy. You go, oh wow, the warden, and then bow, the nether. Yeah, I was crazy when it came to random builds, and you'll see why later. Yeah, it's so much awesomeness. Had this will forever be my favorite world that I will ever do. I had my own little makeshift portal. You know, no, there's nothing behind there. It's just wall. But if you come over here, you climb up, you can get on the tree. But look, it's a little nether fortress. You wanna know what's in that chest, chat? Bricks. You tell I gave up afterwards. No, I'm kidding. Alright, let's get out of here. Enough of that screaming. I had to get one more. Full chainmail. I had so many chainmail armor sets. And now, my cherry blossom room, or the pink room as it is called, because there's more than just cherry blossoms in here. And yes, I have these. Yeah, just this room took forever. And I still think I could have done better on it. I mean, the whole place is decorated. You got the beds, you know, me, Shoddy Boy, Jim Jam, or Ultra, whoever wanted to, you know, come over, have a sleepover. Yeah, we'll check out this room next. You got the ore room, just full of ore. What is that? Oh, it's redstone. Why is it so bright? God, I don't remember it being that bright. Is that redstone? What is this? It's redstone. Why is it so bright? Good lord. You can see I already got signs in my inventory. Oh yeah, hold on, let me show y'all my shield. See? That's a lightsaber. It's Anakin's. Hello there. And then you got my first netherite room. I had an addiction to this world, okay? I was addicted to collecting everything and building. And you want to know why? You want to know who gave me the inspiration to do this? A YouTuber. What was his name? Wumba. Wumba is a fantastic YouTuber. I love watching his stuff and seeing all the builds he built. Of course, I haven't built like he does. He builds crazy stuff that is just amazing. I built like smaller scale, you know, because he's got like 20,000 days in his world. I have 971. He does everything in hardcore. This was just survival. This was my first full set of netherite ever. My first sword and pickaxe. You know, you got netherite all over the place. Netherite block. The only one, although I could have had several. I mean, I had netherite everywhere. And you'll see why here soon. Because if you can see, there's more. There's more, chat. I built a cross up there too, got a glowstone. Yeah. Now we go to the thing that took me the longest to do in this world. And I say longest because, well, I don't know. It could be longest, but then again, this room itself, I think the longest project that it took to do was, yeah, honestly, this next part. This might have been the longest to do. Maybe, I don't know. Everything just took forever. Yeah. We'll check out this room. You know, this was a little nice locker room because, if you know me, Champions, Janku, I'm a huge wrestling fan, so I made my own arena. JWE, Janku Wrestling Entertainment. Got the World Championship, announcer table, you got the bell. This is the arena. You get the steel stairs. By God, the steel stairs. You know what I mean? Then you get the kendo stick. I loved building this. This was like the last thing I built, I think. I think this was like the last thing I did before I finally stopped building on this world. Yeah, this is, yeah, no, it's built out of chains, you know. We're Team Extreme here, okay? Now, this. So, just a rundown of what this is. This is a museum of all the different biomes, uh, just different rooms I made. Yeah, there's biomes, random rooms I made. It's just, God, just sitting here looking at this is just so amazing. We got planes, you know, and if you see ice, I'm sorry. It's because we had Frostwalker. Wow, I did not even try with that. This room wasn't because of Wumba. This was because, hold on, you know what? Let me look up who did it. I took inspiration from a few YouTubers, I won't lie. Fantastic YouTubers. I loved watching them. Let me go to, dang, I don't even know how to check out who I sub to. Where is he? I've watched his like 100 Day series or 1,000 Day series, I think he did. I don't know, he did something like that. It was EZY, easy. Lowercase e, lowercase z, capital case y. I loved watching his stuff. His Minecraft series, good lord. Very phenomenal. And then we got the caves, you know, got a bunch of different ores, you got diamonds, you'll see more of that later. You got dripstone, you know, pretty cool. Birch, no one cares. You got a mine shaft. I actually kind of, this was one of my favorites just because it's kind of basic, but you know, hey, it works. You got jungle. You got snow. I put a little snowman. Look at him. He doesn't look happy. Got cherry. Got ice. Got spruce. Acacia. Amethyst. This was one of the random rooms. But also, you know, it kind of did make sense. My iron ore room. How you doing? Jerry. Are you Jerry or are you Bobby? Oh, he's Bobby, okay. You got a beacon. There was a hole leading all the way to the top. Like, I mean, I mined straight up, but it went into the water or the ocean. where you seen, and it just wouldn't work. So, you know, I just put glass to make it look like it. You got the ocean with one fish. Is there more fish in here, or is it just one? It's just one. Why did I only put one in there? You got the Jeb room. I love the rainbow room. I love it. Look at him. He's been stuck there forever. You got the desert. I don't know why I put a turtle in here. Don't ask. I just see sand and water, so bow. Desert. The red sand biome. I couldn't for the life of me. I remember this took me like 30 minutes to even figure out what I wanted to do. You got the warped forest. Wow, there's a lot of plants in there. Mushroom, you know. Actually, it took forever to find a mushroom biome. Crimson forest. One of my favorites just because it's red. You got the nether. Obviously, you can't have a hoglin down here, or well, in the overworld, so I made my own. Kind of looks like one. You can tell I had 2 hoglin heads. The nether fortress. Why is he missing his head? What happened? Well, that was a wither skeleton. The basalt, soul sand. Let's just put those two together because that's really where they are. Lush caves. I put an axolotl in here at one time, but it died. You got the camel. As you can tell, this is a double room because it's supposed to be all the deserts, the desert temple, and you know camels, and a well. You got the diamond room, the end. You got a little makeshift ender dragon. The end city. That one was really weird to make. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. You got the chorus, an island, you know. Okay, I get it. Skulk biome. Ancient city. Skulk sensor room. Look at all of it. I was just asking for noise. You got the dog room. You got the sniffer. Explosive house. Actually, hold on. This is the story behind this. So I gave free roam for the last 2, this one and this one. I gave free roam to 2 of my friends to build something they wanted to build. This was either Jim Jam's or Coral's house or Ultra. I can't remember exactly who built this, but it was really cool. They had a really good idea. You know, there's TNT over there. And then you got this room. So this room, the story behind this is the 3 animals. My animal, or one of mine, Shoddy Boys, and Ultras. That was mine. That's Shoddy Boys. That's Ultras. That's the throne I made. Could not for the life of me figure out how to make a throne, so I just, bow. There. And then, one of my favorite rooms is this room, because, not only because Totems of Undying, let me put this up here, you got all the different heads, but because this was my fully enchanted netherite armor. Except for thorns, because I don't want thorns. Please don't vanish, thank you. Look at that. An amazing sword. I mean, that was like the best sword I could have got. And I got another really good pickaxe, kind of like this one. Enchanted gold. I had a lot of enchanted golden apples. Yeah, as you can tell, there's netherite everywhere. There was actually more netherite up here, but I got rid of it, you know, for the lava, and so you can actually see the walls and stuff. And I think I used it for something else. I don't know. I can't remember. Um, yeah, that's my prized possession right there. Is the sword, the armor, the pickaxe. So yeah, this was my first world. Um, it was this world was so much fun. So many amazing memories I had. Um, just it was so amazing to finally come back and see this world. I've come back to it a few times to look back, see everything I had, see everything I did. As you can tell, we did a lot. It wasn't just me doing everything. My friends were there along the journey. It was really fun. You know, me, Shoddy Boy, Jim Jam, Ultra Tabs, Coral. Um, we all had a lot of fun. Oh yeah, look, the beacon had a red light because there's a glass pane right here. You know, to like put it in there so you can see like yeah, I thought that was cool. Just so much fun, so many amazing memories. I mean, we would stay up all day, all night, just grinding on Minecraft. I would probably be in the inn getting diamonds and elytras. Uh, so much stuff. Building houses, building more rooms. Um, yeah. What the world happened to the place? Look, man, this is the very first world. It's it was very hectic. As you can tell, we did a lot of pranks on each other. Those were our first houses. That was Ultra Tabs' first. There's a roof floating. Yeah, that was Ultra Tabs' house. One of them out of like the five we made him. We would make his houses, and then somebody would do something, and then everybody would be crazy. Just so much awesomeness in this world. I mean, I I can't express how much this world means to me. And I actually lost this world for a time. Um, one day there was a really bad storm going on, and I was in the middle of uh, making one of my rooms down there. Actually, it was I think it was the axolotl room. I don't know, one of the rooms towards the left I was making, and my power cut off completely. And I lost the world. It had corrupted. It, I mean, I had it just didn't seem like I could get the world back. And honestly, it was one of the most heartbreaking things. I honestly almost cried there because I'd put this was around like day 500 or 600, something like that, maybe. I mean, it almost made me shed tears knowing that I had lost the world. But thankfully, I was able to get it back, and it had reset me maybe 100 days back. So I just rebuilt stuff, made it even better to make up for losing it. Um, yeah, it was just so much fun. I've I've made several copies of this world. I made like 4 copies at one point, and I was like, well, that's a little too much. I'll make 3. Um, yeah, this was honestly my favorite world, the best world, and I will never have a world better than this or have better memories. Maybe with the new Minecraft series, maybe we'll be able to make better and more memories. Yeah, it got corrupted quite a few times. Actually, yeah, it wasn't even one time. It was a lot of times. Like I'm talking about a lot of times it was corrupted. It was corrupted maybe 30 times. And all those times I almost lost the world, but it was like one of the last times it was like fully gone. but I was able to get it back. So that's when I started making copies of my world because I knew, like, hey, if it happens again, I might never get it back. I was lucky to get it back that one time. But yeah, this is the first world. I've got three more I could show y'all. Not three more, two more I can show y'all. One was full of add-ons, so it's like really laggy, but it's still really cool. I did use creative in that one because when I have add-ons, I want to go into creative so I can get a full view of everything, and then as soon as I get into creative, I get addicted to having everything, and then I wouldn't say addicted, just more of like I give up trying to get everything. But yeah, I could definitely show y'all the add-on world. Um, the third world, it's not that good. Everybody gave up on it. I didn't. I stayed there. Um, I didn't really. I didn't use creative for that one. You'll be kind of like shocked when you see that world. Um, after me saying I didn't use creative because there's a lot. Not as much as this world, but I'll explain the reasoning of that world if I ever show that one. But the add-on world, I probably will show. I had a lot of fun doing that one. Spent a lot of hours doing it, but that world I played the least amount on, unfortunately, because I had so many add-ons. It just got too laggy to the point where you couldn't even really enjoy it. Um, it would crash a couple of times. It would reset me a little bit, and it just got annoying, and I stopped playing it. Then I made a new world. Um, yeah, I might show those worlds one day. Maybe not. If y'all want me to, put in the comments. Say, hey, show the other world, the add-on world, or show the other world that didn't really care about. The second world is the add-on one. The third world is, it's cool. It is. Just not much to it. So, want to see those? Tell me. If you don't, it's okay, because got other things we can do. But yeah, this was my first world. Like I said, lots of amazing memories. Without this world, I don't think I would have the inspiration to do a Minecraft world like I have now, or even be as close to my friends as I would be without this world. This world means a lot to me, especially when it comes to my friends. Uh, yeah, it was so much fun. But I hope y'all enjoyed. And as we watch the sunset, I'm going to end this video here. Hope y'all enjoy. Hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night whenever you're watching. And I will see you all next time. Bye bye.